Live from the floor of the NYSE, that's a market open.
Alright, thank you so much for watching and tuning in to these videos. So this is the Emini S&P 500 futures market, which is a very prestigious market for day traders. And we are trading this already in the 22nd week. That means we are 5.5 months into this project. At the moment, we are roughly 20% positive on this total account. We're trading here for YouTube purposes a demo account, but still that should represent our actual trading results. So 20% is not bad, I would say, even in that time period. Of course, we want to look at exponential growth going forward, trading more contracts. So for example, here you can see a really good opening trade. Normally I will start trading right from the beginning, 9:30, when the market opens in New York. It's US Eastern time, so that is New York, where the stock market is. My goodness. Alright. Anyway, so this was a very good opening trade, and we are trading our strategy here, which I explained to you in the previous videos. So we talked about this breakout strategy. So the breakout strategy is quite straightforward. We will be drawing these trend lines here, the blue trend lines, one at the high and one at the low of the pre-opening session, anywhere from 9:30 backwards in time until market close of the previous day. I talked about this so much already, but have a look at these breakout strategy videos so you can understand a bit what we are doing here. But I try to repeat this information because I think to see the actual chart is much more valid than just talking about this strategy. So here, for example, we approached the blue trend line, we broke out of range, and then we reversed back into range. So this is not something we would trade at this point because, well, we were in a trade right from the beginning. As you could see, we were positive, but then we reversed back to our break-even level. So we had to exit this trade break-even. Now we reverse back into range, and we see more volume on this last red bar, so we will go short. I should have been in 5 contracts from here. Unfortunately, only one at this point. That will happen also on Friday. I will show you that maybe I have to just enter my positions all together at once. But opening one position like in different increments, for example, in one tick increments, 44.25, 44.50, 44.75, gives me a little bit of an improved entry. However, sometimes we are not filled, and also on this Friday we are not filled on this position, so a little bit unfortunate. Alright, so the same thing here. Market opens and we break out of range. Our target is this green trend line roughly, but it's not a very good spot to enter here right away, but we could be doing that probably because we just opened on this level. So now I reverse my position again, only one contract. A bit unfortunate here what I'm doing with these 1 or 2 contracts. You can see we make some profits, however it's not sufficient. This would be $80 would be roughly 0.3%. Yeah, at least something. I mean, if we can make such money every day, we would still end up at 5% roughly per month. But this is not what we aim for. Normally we trade 4 to 5 contracts. I would rather say we increase now with this account size. You can see that we are at roughly 38,000 US dollar. The monetary value in the account data is not 100% correct. Cash value here is not 100%, but the trade performance, which I will show on Fridays, is always correct. I think next week I will show you also the full trade performance for the last 2-3 months, so you can see that as well. But anyway, I put the monetary value of each week on the video thumbnail, so you can already see how that week ended up. Sometimes, well, yeah, that's it. You can easily calculate, basically, going back in time with these values. Alright, so we reverse back into range, a very normal trade. We could still be playing short here from this point, but I think now we will be pushing up. Let's see. We can fast forward this video, which is great, so we can move a bit quicker through these sessions. You can see the time remaining is quite significant, speeded up. That is because I play back these videos. I record my sessions every week and then I do my videos here on the weekend just to review the trades. The purpose of this is that I can create the evidence and also I can show you the strategy, because I think sharing this with you adds value to your own trading approach. And this is something every kind of level can trade, from very beginner to very advanced, because to find the right entry points and the decision making in entering and exiting this market is still the same. So it's very difficult, I would say, but still everyone has to do these decisions, make these decisions. So one day you will understand that whatever you trade, whatever strategy you trade, if it's this one or another one, you will understand that the decision making process is always the same. So if you can trade this efficiently, this breakout strategy, if you come up with some guidelines and rules for yourself, which will give you the confidence to enter and exit the market, then this is more than enough to make money. You don't need to go through whole books of rules and strategies, indicators, because at the end of the day they are almost very similar. Most important is that you stick to one thing, learn it properly, and try to execute exactly how you prepared yourself. Okay, so now for example here we have a breakout out of the opening range. Opening range is determined from 9:30, market open, until 10:30. So that would be 1 hour, the first 1 hour of the session. So we have actually two breakout trades. Same rules, everything is the same, but the levels are different. So the first one is the pre-opening session, so everywhere from 9:30 backwards in time until market close of the previous day. And then we have this breakout out of the opening range, which is determined from 9:30 forward in time until 10:30. So the first hour of the session. Very straightforward and simple. I'm drawing these levels in blue color, so we should be still looking at short positions here. Now we are actually reversing. If this bar would close on a green candle, we should be going long, as you can see from here. Also this one, for example, a bit unfortunate, because I should have been in a position here, double up my position already at 26.50 for my second entry. But never mind, this is just parts of the decision I make. Now we have a very small candle, so we would be looking at reversing the position here, because we already see more volume, but I don't think this is a very efficient market on this day, because you can see the market is really fumbling around in one range, very difficult to trade. And you will see we have a lot of break-even trades. Now again, a break-even trade, I believe. Let's see. So the range is only from 25 to 30s, 5 points. That's nothing, very insignificant and it's going up and down, a lot of noise in the market. So I eliminate most of my positions. Now you can see that I'm still in one contract. Because of this inefficiency of this market, it is very hard to determine a trend direction. Of course, I want to still break out of the range, because now we are at 10:30 roughly, so we can draw our new trend lines, which I didn't do here on this chart. But now we break out to the top of this range. So the high would be 30.50s, the low would be 24.75. But okay, no problem. So it's not a big deal here. 3 contracts, because I was not sure exactly what will happen on this day. And you can see I was not even at the station at this moment, because I was just letting this trade run to my stop level, which was placed before. But I think I will pull in this chart a little bit later, coming back. Let's see. Yeah, you can see a very nice long breakout. So normally we should be trading this 30.50s breakout to the top. And I saw some signals here at roughly 28 to reverse my position to long, or even get out of this market. So I was still in this short contracts, a bit unfortunate, but we should at least be exiting these if we push towards the breakout level. So this is something part of the decision making. So we have to be quite experienced doing this, because normally if the market approaches a breakout level, it will, in most cases, I would say at least 80% of the time, it will try to at least test this level. So with a little bit of experience, you can see when the market is trying to approach this kind of breakout levels. All right, anyway, let's skip through this. This is already the 26th of October 2016, and you can see a really neat breakout here to the top, also through this other breakout level, which was the pre-opening session. And you can actually, we can be trading both. So we can be trading this level and also the other breakout level. So it doesn't really matter at this point. Wait, let me just fix my microphone here. Okay, all right. So this is 27. I believe this must be Thursday already, but let's see, I'm not 100% sure. Let me just confirm that for you. That must be Thursday, yes. 28 would be Friday. Okay. I think this is not a very good trade here on this last day. You will see the market pushing all the way back down on this day, and I was anticipating this long breakout. Now we're already in 5 contracts, still pushing downwards to 38s. And I'm liquidating some of these positions here on the way down. Not too big of a loss, $430, but still quite significant. Anyway, we have a lot of momentum to the downside. Let's see. All right, so let's fast forward from here. So still in long positions at this point. It's not a bad location though from here, because we could see a lot of volume, but still these breakout levels are quite far away. So that would mean that we would like to see at least some kind of reversal back to our initial opening range, opening price. Because if we break out of a range very early in the session, we could also, in such market conditions where we have a lot of downward momentum or momentum in one direction, we could anticipate a continuation for the full day, like a full trending day, positive or negative. But in these cases, sometimes here, we don't see that, because the range was still quite far away, the lower trend line. But I think I stopped trading this day, because we hit our daily limit roughly of 2 negative trades. I could eliminate some of the negative results. So normally we should be at $1,250 minus at least. But I could exit some positions a bit earlier and a bit improved, so we didn't lose the full amount, which is, I think, very positive. We cannot expect to make money every single day, so we also have to take these losses into account. Sometimes I would normally stop trading in this kind of scenarios because I missed a lot of opportunities, and it seems that the market is doing something at this point which is not predictable for me. All right, so here again the same thing. I'm trying long positions, anticipating this breakout, 29.75. It was not a bad entry though, but still we pushed quite significantly down from this opening. However, you can see a very neat trade, but my target was quite far away, 34.50s at this point. If we would have closed our positions here at this 29 level, which was my first profit target, normally this is our daily target, 5 points roughly, or $1,250. This is normally when I stop trading, because this is already 3% of the total account, 4% actually, and it's more than enough for one day. Then we can move on to the next day. We don't have to try to make all the money in one day, because normally as it happens we will win one and then we will lose on the next trade, eliminating these profits. But my profit targets here, 32, 33, 34, 25, were very optimistic. Of course these could be hit and we would make large profits, but exiting this market here at $1,400 profit would also yielding a very positive week. We would end this week with $1,000 profit, which is 3%, perfect result for 1 week. But I think greediness is on our way at some point, so you will see what will happen now. We will eliminate, unfortunately, all of these profits here. 25 will be our break-even level, and we will be reversing all the way back down to this level. You can see here, unfortunate, a bit unfortunate. But this is how it goes, so we cannot expect to make money every single day and every single week. But I'm yeah, how to say that properly, I'm not sure. Anxious? Anyway, okay. But anyway, that's great. So we could see something. We could see the opportunity to make some money here on this week, which is nice. So from this point on, there will be no more trades. Well, I believe one more trade here on this last approach to the trend line. So I wanted to still anticipate this long breakout one more time, even though we saw more volume at this point. Again, positive trade, but then break even one more time. And now I did a mistake again. You can see I should be entering 5 positions here on 27.25. This is just part of my strategy, so I should be executing rather stringently on this one, on these levels. So I didn't do it in this case. You can see I'm only in 2 contracts. However, another very nice trade which will develop from here, but we are not filled on more contracts. Only 2 contracts, giving us a very minor profit for this trade. But still, how many points is that? 4 points to 31.25, and we will be hitting this profit target, 31.25. Yeah, this is how it goes. So we can't change it. I mean, now it's too late to do that, but we should have been a little bit more lucky on these days. Battery is dying here of my laptop. All right, so I think we will come to an end anyway here in a second. This is quite a nice trade, 31.25, 4 points, the final trade, and after that I closed the week. It was already Friday 28th. Now I will show you the trading results of this week. You can see here $387.51 minus, So it's a negative week, roughly $400, I would say. Not too bad, but we had great opportunities to make it a very positive week, at least $500 to $1,000 profitable in this week, but we didn't take it. But still, I'm okay. $400 minus is not very significant. We can live with this result. Okay, so you can see a few other statistics here as well, like the starting date, end date. So you can see that it's the last week. Number of trades, percent profitable, only 32%, because the break-even trades are not accounted for here properly. The number of losing trades will also account these break-even trades. As usual, you already saw that in the last videos. Average number of trades, just a second, also 17. You can observe in this case that our first weeks, or the previous weeks, let's say prior, 1 month prior to that, we had only 3 to 4 trades per day, and now we have 17. So I'm trying to structure my entries a bit differently, but honestly, this is something, again, I'm not 100% sure if I will be doing that going forward, because imagine you trade 1 contract only, or 20. To split up these entry points is so difficult, right? And with 1 contract you can't even split up anything, so it's not very realistic. I want to make it as realistic for everyone as possible. So I believe going forward we will be placing 5 contracts, trades at 1 single level, and even the exits should be at 1 single point. Alright, good, perfect. So I think everyone understood what's going on. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good week. Take care.